Get a 10-inch fabulous tablet coming up that it is such a good price today. So again, we'll show you that in just a couple of moments. But first, let's talk about this HP. All right, Aaron and I launched this, and I just absolutely want you to focus on the sale price right now. Just skip all the other graphics and look at that sale price. Because that's the thing that's kind of like, wait a second. It's $59.99. You get 6 months of fabulous instant ink, which I will not be without in my life. And on top of that, it is a brand new HP printer. All right, what are we doing? Well, Aaron was on twice with this. We've sold over 3,000. Aaron and I launched this the other day at this price. And we're down, you ready for this one, to the final. And you know what, Jared, you're gonna have to confirm this, but I think I have less than 700 left. So this is probably, I have 722 left specifically. This could be the last and final airing. Aaron, it is your last scheduled airing because we do expect this baby to sell out.
Yeah, this won't have another full airing. There's pretty much no question about it, I don't think. So here's the deal. It's back to school. Labor Day's over. It's my neighbor put up her Halloween decoration, so I know we are officially into fun. She's amazing, man. You should see she's got hanging witches hats and all kinds of great stuff. We're into back to school, and so one of the things that means is probably your kids are going to be printing, right? More, or your grandkids are going to be printing more, or if you're printing, think about this for a second. Look at the price of the printer, and then think for the printer you have at home right now. If you have to buy ink anytime in the next year, you're probably gonna pay more, almost certainly gonna pay more just for your ink cartridges than you are today for a brand new printer that comes with ink cartridges and that comes with, when you sign up for HP Plus, which is free to sign up, 6 months of HP Instant Ink. So you're getting, you know, a half a year plus of ink with this. So again, if you have an older printer at home, why would you go buy new ink cartridges anytime in the next year, right? Like many of us are gonna have to. Right. One of the great things, there's a lot of great things about this printer here in our probably final airing of it. One of the best things about this, you can print, as I am right now, from your smart devices. This is a wireless printer. So you can print from your computers, of course, from your Mac or from your PC. You can also print from your smartphone. You can also print from your tablet. I think Stephanie's coming up with an Android device in a little bit. You can print from an Android device. You can print from an Apple device. You can print from a Windows device. So everybody in the household can print to the same printer. And one more thing, I'm gonna get into HP Instant Ink in a minute. This printer has the lowest cost color printing in America on any printer under $200. Now that's one thing when I'm selling a printer that's $199 or $149, but for a $60 printer to have printing that is this inexpensive, do you know how much it costs to print this? About 6 cents.
But versus about $5 if you went to, say, a drugstore.
Literally, for a full 8.5 by 11 color print, this is 5 pennies. This is 5 pennies. So not only are you getting a great deal on a brand new printer, copier, scanner, but the prints themselves, the cost of ink in owning this is incredibly inexpensive. It's only about 5-6 cents per print. And we'll go over that in a minute with HP Instant Ink. It's really easy to use.
It is so easy. In fact, I have been an absolute lover of Instant Ink for a long time. And when we first launched it, which was how many years ago we figured this out?
10
years ago.
I just read this, yes, 10.
It was very funny. Aaron didn't make a big deal of it, right? And honest to goodness story, you don't mind me sharing this, do you? Because we thought, well, Instant Ink, that's interesting. What an interesting concept. Didn't get it, yeah. Yeah, but I said, I think that's pretty brilliant because I am an avid ink user because I'm a crafter, I love creativity, I do a lot of photos for my scrapbooks and all that kind of stuff. So I really understood it and I instantly bought my HP. Now the cool thing is my HP computer is still working hard right now. It's still going. I love Instant Ink because at 2 a.m. when your kid says, oh no, I've got that school project I gotta finish and our printer's out of ink, you freak out going, what are we gonna do? Your science project is due in the morning. You will never have that experience. And because this talks to the people at HP, they know when to send you ink. So when mine arrives, I literally go, oh, I must be out of ink, or I must be close to running out of ink because it's there before I even need it, because they're monitoring the levels so they know. It is the greatest invention ever, especially if you do even a little printing, it's 100% worth getting this.
Yeah, and you know, again, having kids, I have a 5-year-old now, so he's just sort of getting to the age where we're printing things for him for school, but I can certainly remember even being in school myself and, you know, 10 o'clock on Sunday night, knocking on mom's door, science fair project's due tomorrow, we're out of ink. Right. How many times have you had that kind of situation? And you're like, what do I go to the find a 24-hour drugstore? Then what's your ink cartridge? I'm asking you right now, do you know what ink cartridge is in your printer? No, nobody knows. It's okay. You never have to think about it again. Let me talk about the printer for just a second, and then I want to do more with HP Instant Ink. This is not just a printer, it's a printer. It's a copier and it's a scanner, so you can walk. It's so nice to have a copy machine in your house, isn't it? You can walk right up to it, and again, without using any device, you can press the color or the black and white. I'll just do a black and white print here. Color or black and white print, the buttons are built right in. So print, copy, and scan. Using the HP Smart app on your phone or on your tablet, you can also send faxes. That's free. When you sign up for HP Plus, and the first 6 months of HP Plus are free, you get 6 months of HP Instant Ink, and it also doubles the warranty on your printer. So you get 2 years warranty on your printer as well. I do want to clarify one thing. Many people have seen this price. I've got a couple of people who have asked me over Facebook. I'm there for questions and to say hi and stuff, or Instagram. They've said, is this a used printer? Because sometimes we sell refurbished print. And it's a smart question at this price. This is a brand new printer. This is brand new, out of the box, never been used before. Brand new printer, brand new inks, and 6 months of HP Instant Ink. And I want to talk about HP Instant Ink for a minute. Suze was just kind of going through it, but I want to make sure everyone understands. Not only are you getting a brand new, beautiful, super easy to use printer, copier, scanner, and you can fax as well using the HP app, and it's wireless, so everybody in your house can use the same printer, which is really, really nice. With HP Instant Ink, this is what I like to compare it to. If you had a refrigerator that refilled your milk automatically, so you never got up in the morning to eat cereal and were out of milk, you'd be like, what do you, it puts the milk there for me? You go, well, I'll pay double.
Or the beer tap.
Or the, oh my.
Let's go with the beer tap.
You're really speaking my language.
Or the margarita machine. Yes. Can you imagine that margarita machine? At 5 a.m. in the morning, you want a margarita.
Let's go, right? And I mean, I would pay double for the margaritas if it did that. But instead it's saying, the margaritas cost half as much, right? So you're not paying double for the ink, you're paying half as much for the ink, and it replaces itself. I like the way you think. Let's show you what is HP Instant Ink, just to reinforce this one more way. But I think we did it.
It's Friday.
What is HP Instant Ink? HP Instant Ink is an ink replacement service where you save up to 50% on original HP ink. And remember, this comes with 6 months of HP Instant Ink. Your printer orders ink, so you always have it, so your printer stays in touch with HP Central using the internet at your house. The monthly plans are based on pages printed, not cartridges used. What that means is if you're like Suzanne and you print a lot of color, full color photos, if you have kids in school, if you are a scrapbooker, or even if you run a small business, even if you're printing full color pages all the time, it doesn't matter. It doesn't cost any more, it's still only a couple of pennies a page. I'm gonna show you the numbers in a sec. There's no annual fee. You can change or cancel your plans at any time. And the ink, the shipping, the cartridge recycling are all included. Around 95% of people who try Instant Ink stick with it. To Suzanne's point, when we first started selling this, I think a lot of people thought, is this a trick? You know, are they trying to get me into something
It seemed too good to be true, to be honest with you.
I'm in it for 12 months or 20, no.
Because you're so, you know why? Because you're so used to spending $60 just getting the ink cartridges. So then when you go, okay, now my plan, my husband went through this phase where he's printing out like too much stuff. And so we had a higher plan, and then I very easily went online and made it a lower plan once he stopped printing. He was actually learning a new coding language. Believe it or not, it's all nerdy. But I was able to lower the plan. I think I do $5.99 a month. And I am telling you, the minute that you don't have to worry about which photo you should pick to print out, you can print out all 10 of them. It does not matter. Have fun. If you say, oh my gosh, I've got a huge project coming up for the office, or you're doing something for your small business, I use Print and Cut, which is what that is. It's a part of the Cricut design space. It's all about being creative, right? And what it is you have to print something out, and then my Cricut will cut it out. Works beautifully in here. I even put things like inkjet transfer sheets inside here. And again, the same ink that I'm using for all these different creative craft projects is the same ink inside here, the same instant ink that you get for 6 months. And here's the cool thing. In 30 days, if you don't absolutely love this printer, you can still send it back. The problem is getting the deal. And I wrote a funny note on here. I go, this is our last schedule airing, and I said, it's better than a today's special offer. Like, we do a lot of great HP printers here. We love them. Gang, we've never done $59.99 with 5 Flex, with free shipping, so you can get this home for $12. The other thing it's kind of a treat too is maybe you have a central printer that everybody's always on, and you want that one that's just dedicated to you, whether it's a hobbyist, your home office, maybe you're buying it for your cubicle, whatever it might be. This is the affordable way to be able to get a really good HP printer, plus you get that ink included. The ink just pays for itself almost instantly with the cartridges that are included.
That's right. That's a good
not
point.
just the 6 months of the refill cartridges. Now, we're gonna put up a little graph right now so you can see exactly how many we have left. Unfortunately, we're down to just the final quantity, and then when this is gone, it's gone. We're at 663. We have a ton of you on the phone, and there's a ton of you going to .com and jumping to the front of the line to get this. It just makes sense. Maybe you've got a kid going off to college, or they're at college right now. Do you know we will ship it to them? Just, you say delivery, same free shipping. It's called Delivery Direct. If that kid didn't go to school without a printer and they're driving you crazy, or you gave them a real old yucky one, and you know they're gonna be printing out a whole bunch of papers and research information, we'll send this directly to them for the same free shipping we send it to your house. Just put their address on it and we'll send it out to them, so now they have a brand new printer. And guess what? That poor college kid who's eating like ramen noodles, they don't have to worry about buying any ink for many, many months.
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably get them through the whole school year. But between the 2 ink cartridges we include and the 6 months of HP Instant Ink, that probably gets them through about 2 semesters. I wanted to explain to you for a minute, we talked about what Instant Ink is. I want to show you how much it costs. It's very inexpensive. This is when our phone lines kind of go nuts when people go, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute, you're telling me my prints are like 6 pennies, 8 pennies a piece? Yeah, that's exactly right. So you choose your monthly plan. Again, when you sign up for HP Plus, the first 6 months are included, so you choose whatever plan you want, and then you just go a month at a time. You can cancel it at any time or never use it at all. Quite frankly, it's up to you. 10 pages a month, so if you don't print much, it's less than $1 a month. Most of us do the 50-page to 100-page plan, so that's, I'm gonna round up a penny, $4 or $6 a month. So that's between 6 and 8 cents for your prints. That's it. And we're talking about like your full color photos. Let me ask you this. Sorry, I'll just finish by saying 300 or 700 pages. Suzanne was saying like her husband was learning a new coding language, so he was printing a lot. Great, so you can do 300 pages for $12 a month. What can you do for $12 a month?
That's incredible.
I mean, it's wild.
That's less than a fancy coffee.
It's literally less than a cup of coffee, and we're
like
talking about a ream of paper. You know,
right?
Like 300 pages.
Right. Full color too.
When you print, you can print from your phone. So right now with your printer, how many times have you actually printed your photos? Here's a photo I took literally with my iPhone. So this was a couple of years ago. This was my little guy when he was really a little guy. There's another picture over there in front of Suzanne a couple of years later.
Growing so fast.
Honestly, this isn't even that. This was probably
that's not recent, right?
That's 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. But you can take your picture right from your phone. Because you can print right from your phone, it is so much easier. You don't have to send it to your computer first. You don't have to plug anything in, and anybody can print.
Do you know what the best thing I do is? I'll get a document. Let's say it's a ticket for the baseball game, and you have to print it out to take it to the game, right? I'll be sitting on my couch, and I know where my HP is. It's actually in kind of my crafting area, and all I do is hit print, and I can hear the machine go. I don't even have to.
I know.
I'm so lazy.
Same.
I don't even have to stand up. I can hear it start because it's across the room from me, and it's inside a cabinet. I got it plugged in a cabinet, and it's the greatest thing. You're just like, oh, print, and I hear it go, and I go, okay, it's ready to go. But here's the other cool thing. This is one of my favorite examples you always do. Let's say you're with someone, and they have the greatest picture, and you're like, oh, you just snap that cute picture. Do you know you can email it to your printer at home, and when you get home, that printer will be, or that picture will be printed out.
It's there already. I love it. Like if you're with friends, and a friend takes a great picture, you know how they never give them to you. You're like, can you just email that to Suzanne at hpeprint.com? This has its own email address, so they don't have to email it to your email and then you print it later. Literally, when you get home, the print is there and waiting for you. I'll tell you how we use it in my family. My mom, she just turned 81 actually, and mom and dad are in Kentucky, and the kids are all over the place. We send her pictures right to her printer, so right to mom's HP ePrint address, so she actually gets pictures print out on her printer throughout the day, sometimes, not every day, but some days, from her kids and her grandkids.
Like first day of school, what a fun surprise that would be.
It's a whole different thing to like walk by your printer and have a picture waiting for you than a text.
And it's like someone thought of me. It's like, oh, my kids thought of me. Everybody get it just to do that, for Pete's sake.
It's such a nice thing.
That is really neat.
Yeah, it's a nice little extra you can do with HP ePrint.
All right, so here's the scoop. Again, the countdown is on. We got about 30 seconds to go. We're gonna be wrapping up this presentation. Because there's so few left, Erin does not have another airing of it. And if you've got an old junky printer, or if you're spending a fortune on cartridges, or you need that second printer, whatever the case may be, maybe you've never tried HP, this is the way to try it. 100%, there's not a better value we have going on right now than this. And remember, it faxes it through the system.
Yeah, through the HP
It
Smart.
scans, it copies, it
and
prints,
yep.
it does it wirelessly. You can email to it. You can be anywhere in the world and send something to this. You can be anywhere in your house and send it to it. And then on top of that, you're getting 6 months of the instant ink. Once you go to instant ink, I am telling you, I've been hooked on it. I've never even come off of it. There is 100% no reason not to have instant ink because it makes printing anything. Go crazy, either black and white or full color as much as you want. It makes it so incredibly affordable. It doesn't make sense to even use another brand. I really won't. I swear to goodness, I will never come off instant
Once
ink.
you've tried it, there's no other way to
I've
do
saved it over the years. Can you imagine how much money you save over the years of not buying a ton of cartridges? Yeah, okay, there you go. So stay on the line for it. Aaron, thanks for coming in.
Thanks, good to see you,
On
Suzanne.
that note, I've got to move on. All right.
Bye-bye.
You can actually print from the tab.